So today I brought in some more guests, another set of friends from college. These guys and I, we all studied drums and percussion with the same people in college. They're finishing up their college education now, and the cool thing about when you go to college is they send you on Christmas vacation like at the beginning of December. So they've had a few weeks now where they've just been dying to come play for us. So they're going to put on a little concert. At the end, we've got some time that they can answer some questions that you might have, okay? Okay.
Okay.
So, let's check this out. One more round of applause. So over here in the purple shirt, walking away from the stage now, is Mr. Brennan. He's going to be playing a lot of this instrument you see before you, and he can talk about that a little later. And over in the blue shirt is Mr. Rand, who will also be playing this big instrument in front of us. Okay? Are we excited?
just saw all the shows solos by both of us. Now we're going to do some more duets, like the first piece you guys saw. The very first piece that we played was an arrangement of Carol of the Bells. I think your chorus sang that. Perfect as your chorus sings. That's what the first one was, and we just did some solos. Now we're going to do more duets. This first one is called Rosebud.
element of surprise is pretty cool, so I closed the curtain. How are you guys liking it so far? Do some people have some questions? Good, some questions. Alright, well, I'll try and answer a few, and then after they're done their last one, they can take care of it. Josh. On the marimba, does it change the note if you hit the pieces harder? No, it's kind of like a piano. So wherever you hit it, that's the note that it's going to make. But if you play harder, it'll just be left. Spencer. Well, when they first started music, one of them said they were in first grade and they started learning piano, and the other was in third grade and started learning piano. They both did their school bands when they were in elementary school and middle school, and started doing a lot of drum stuff and this marimba in high school and college. 2 more questions. Anthony. Why are they bigger and why do they have drums? I'm not sure how to answer that question. They're adults and they have drums because they're playing the drums today. That's what they're coming here. Yeah. And one more question before the last song here. Josiah. Does it hurt your arms when you move that fast? No. But you guys might have noticed, right, most of the time when they're playing the marimba, they have 4 mallets in their hands, 2 in each hand. So it doesn't hurt your arms, but when you're first learning how to play with that many things in your hands, it hurts your hands for a while. Because it just doesn't, it's not very comfortable at first. But after you do it for a while, it's all good. Okay guys, okay, let's hear a big applause. So what do we think? A little more time to answer some more of your questions. And now we can turn the mic over to some of our performers too, and they can take some of your questions. All right. Casey, how many black tubes are there?
120.
120 black tubes. Olivia. How long have you been practicing?
I've been playing this instrument since high school, freshman year of high school.
I've been playing this instrument since freshman year of high school. So that's about 7 years.
I've been playing this instrument for 3 years now. Not as long as him, but you know, I'll get there.
Celia.
Two mallets? Yes.
You can. Two mallets.
Hadley. How do you do it so fast?
Practice.
Practice, practice, practice.
Cameron.
Why do you always switch your
Okay, this is good. We can talk about this. How much time do we have? So why do you switch the mallets? So all these mallets are different hardnesses. So Adam's going to use a hard mallet on the low end. See that? And then that's a hard one. That's what the hard note or a hard mallet sounds like. This is a soft mallet. So you get less of the ping. So when we choose the hardnesses of the mallets, it goes by each individual piece. So you saw in the first piece that we played, Carol of the Bells, we had This was the setup that I used for, put that low, green, yeah. This is the same setup we had for the first piece. And so this gives us some softer mallets towards the low end of the marimba and gives us harder mallets towards the top. This lets us have every note speak clearly. If we try to use something too hard on the bottom, it's going to sound like a rock's hitting it. And if we try to use something too soft at the top, can't really hear it. So that's why we have different hardnesses, and that's why you saw us use different types of mallets.
Jacob. How did they what? How did they lower? Well, we just want to pick them up and move them somewhere else. Lily. Are you going to take me from the video we watched?
I think so. What video?
Yes. Yes. Ryan.
Was it hard for you to put backwards?
Oh, yeah, okay, so as you can see, the marimba is set up like a piano, basically, and I took the music and it was laid out exactly how you would look at it as if you're playing forwards, and I just looked upside down, so a lot of the time when we were practicing, I have to look to Josh and be like, is this a B, is this a C or a D, and he'd be like, yep or no, and it took some time, but yeah, I had to take a lot of time to practice that, it was tough.
Kyle. How long is the marimba?
Like 9 feet?
Yeah, out of a car.
I mean, 9.5 feet.
Why?
How many tunes are there all together?
There's 60 notes.
60 keys, and I said 122 before, but it's not 120.
72.
Vince. Oh, on the mallets? Why are the mallets different colors?
So in this, we talked about the hardnesses. So all three of these mallets, they're different colors, but they're the same brand and they're the same model series. So these are all the same series. They're basically the same mallet, except they're just harder. So the colors just differentiate the hardnesses. And then those mallets, we made those so it would work with blacklight.
Autumn.
Like, how does the black light actually get on?
How does the black light get on there?
Well, there is two pieces of PVC pipe and then a found piece of wood and a copper pipe that I found in my basement. And then there's a lot of duct tape holding all of those things together. And then there's more duct tape holding this together and that together. And there's more duct tape holding together the black lights. And then we have it all strung up with those cords, and that's how that works.
Addison. How'd you learn to move so fast?
Well, practice. You have to practice a lot.
No, just exercises, just practice. Yeah, practice.
I guess if you're a runner, you might have an advantage over that too.
Delia?
You can. You might use that for a different type of thing, but you can.
Do a cymbal swell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the yellow and orange neon mallets, those are for the blacklight setup. Yeah, let's see if we can. It works better in the dark. There we go. See how that glows? So this thing breaks apart into about 8 big cases. Grab the recipe. Yeah. So he's going to bring out the case that these things go in. It's a really big case. There's 2 of them. This big black thing, as you can see, it's all one big piece. So there's 2 of these big pieces. There's one here and there's one here. So that piece just folds, and then it's this huge tank-like thing. You'll see it. Oh, there it is. So this black big thing down here fits inside of this, and these bars roll up just like a sleeping bag and go inside of that thing. And there's about 5 more of these cases. Why didn't I choose to play the flute?
Yes. Well, I am Mr. Corcoran.
So it is a little hard at first, but with anything, after you practice for a while, it becomes easier. Actually, let's talk about how much more time do we have?
15 minutes.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so we're going to show a couple different grips. All 3 of us use different grips for holding these mallets. So first, the one that Mr. Corcoran uses.
This one's called traditional grip. It's tried and true, kind of the first technique. It's interesting. We've had all of the same teachers, and we all play with a different technique. I like traditional grip. Just that's the way I was taught, and that's how I started to learn how to play the marimba. But you take one mallet and you just kind of hold it like you would a drumstick. The other one slides in under it. So they crisscross in your hand. And when you go to play, it's just like playing a normal drum. But if you wanted to play 2 notes at the same time, you would have to flop your wrist this way or this way. But you can control how far apart the mallets are by taking these 2 fingers and just opening them and closing. Kind of like a lobster or something.
So then this guy named Gary Burton came along, and he used the traditional grip. He's a jazz player, and he wanted to do more with his soloing in jazz music. So he wanted to make another grip that would give him more flexibility and be able to do more crazy things. So all he did was, this is traditional grip, he just switched the sticks. Put the other one in front of the other. And it's a really big difference as to how it feels. Mr. Corcoran, for the traditional, the way you move it, he showed you like a lobster, like that. And for Burton, you actually don't use either of these fingers all the time. You use mostly these to move it. And then sometimes you use this. So that's Burton.
And mine is the oddball out of the bunch. I do Steven's grip, and we've kind of adopted this whole two hands in one idea. So, how many of you know the show Star Trek? Yeah? Wow, okay, that's a good amount. All right, so yeah, live long and prosper, yeah, anybody? Yeah, okay, good. All right, so think of it like that, right? Okay, so you use these two fingers right here. To hold one mallet, all right, so then you get the other three, and you hold the other one. So basically, it's like the two hands in one. So you have one mallet being controlled by one little hand, and then you have the other mallet being controlled by the other little hand. And I tend to like this because it's very easy to move from a short interval to a very large one in a very short amount of time. Not saying that Mr. Corcoran or Mr. Brennan have less capabilities of doing that, but I just found this very easy for me to do. And yeah, as you can see, the way that they were both holding the mounts is very different from what I was doing, which is why we kind of talked about this two hands in one. So yeah, that's the Stevens grip. There you go. Bailey.
Have you ever put your instrument the other way around?
You ever played it the other way around? No, he was playing backwards.
Adam, or Mr. Ram was playing on the opposite side of the marimba, so did you say, what was the question?
Do you play both of them and the other way around?
The other way around.
Did you play that?
I did play that. He played on the other, oh, no, I don't play drum set. He plays both. I don't play drum set though.
So it's kind of like you.
Yeah.
E.
That's like
Do you like the marimba or the drum set?
That's a tough one. I like them both. I think they're both a lot of fun to play, and I get really into music with the drum set and the marimba, but I think it's a tie. I like them both. If I had to choose, I'd want both, but I don't know. That's a good question. That's a tough one. I honestly don't know. I don't know which one I like more.
Noel.
Can you use all of them at once? Like all of the mallets at once? It is physically impossible. So no, we're not going to. Chloe!
How do you take the black tubes off?
Remove the duct tape.
the reason I asked earlier why they chose not to play the flute, as a percussionist, you can see there's lots of things to move all the time. So through college we have one of these that we all used, and to play the concerts we would have to take it apart, roll it down the hallway, set it up, take it apart, bring it back to where it's supposed to live, set it up again, and then do that like 4 times a week. So all of the parts that you see, it all comes apart. It's pretty portable, but it filled the entire minivan getting here. So what they're doing now is they're taking off the pieces that hold all of the bars that they hit before they can take off the black parts called the resonators.
Yeah, now we're gonna take this thing off.
So now they're going to lift up that big black piece, which weighs about 80 pounds. Look at those muscles. And then there's a hinge in the middle. They fold in half. And to keep it looking as good as it does now, they take it away in these nice heavy-duty bags. Adam. Why is there this? When you play the drum set, you use your foot to play the big bass drum, and when you do that, it pushes the whole drum set forward. So you have to put it on carpet so it doesn't move around. Justin. Did you buy it, or is it just a rental?
I bought it. My parents bought it a couple years ago. With some, yeah.
Jasmine.
You play backwards like Adam.
No, he hasn't practiced it that way. Casey?
What do you guys study in college? Or do you try and become
I am trying to be a teacher like Mr. Corcoran, and also a composer, music composer, and also do gigs, be a professional musician, those kind of things.
I'm looking to be a performer and also work with marching bands. That's my goal in life, and then do some private lessons, stuff like that. So, yeah, a small scale teacher.
Haley? How old were they when they met?
Oh, wee little lads. We first grade, something like that. 6, 7 years old.
Yeah, not that. I met them when I was like 1. Mr. LaBranch. Does the weather affect that which you make? Indeed, it does.
If it's cold, the bars can actually crack, especially the low end. I keep it in my room in my house, and it has to be between 63 and about 75 degrees. If it's too humid, there's actually water in all those keys. There's water in wood, naturally. So there's actually water in those keys. And over time, wood naturally rots. So these are actually kind of rotting. It rots probably over a couple 100 years. So yeah, so these won't go bad anytime soon. But yeah, the cold can definitely make the bars crack. That's bad.
All right, we've got time for one more question. Gavin. Does that PVC hold up?
Kind of. You just take off all the duct tape and it just comes into a bunch of pieces.
All right, let's give these guys one more big round of applause.